new character, starting with the handicaps. Let's do this. Let me have potion, let me have intervention. No trainer, I can do that. I mean, it doesn't feel like a terribly big handicap, but remember when we had random skills, being able to train to get that extra multiplier for endurance in particular was quite important. So no trainer is the first handicap. Reasonable. No on-hit enchantments. Okay. So Jinx Sword of Paralysis, you know, or all those little blades with fire enchantments that I like to carry around. We cannot have those with this character, which is not so much of a problem if you're a mage, I guess. So that's one way to go around. Prof, sorry, I missed what you were saying. I used to use a motivational poster as my wallpaper. A turtle wearing aviator goggles, flying through the air with a rocket on its back. Hard work, please. Anyone can be born with superpowers. It's cute. And, you know, true. As long as you're quite wide in your definition of superpowers. The boon looks great. There should be one where you have to use Fargoth as a companion. I can add Fargoth companion as a handicap. Shadow, would you do me a favor and somewhere in the Discord put Fargoth as a companion handicap, and that will be added to the handicap wheel, where I will have to have Fargoth as a companion, and I will have to make him survive as long as possible. You have the Windows logo as your wallpaper. That's very inspirational. It inspires you to never look at your wallpaper and instead be productive and do anything else. We just kill him and handicap is gone. No, obviously I wouldn't be allowed to kill him. I would care for him as much as I care for any other companion. Make sure they survive, like Alaric survives sometimes. Goals. Kill Fargoth. Collect collect all 27 sanguine items. Yay. That is torture for the viewer though. You know what? If I'm going to suffer, why should I suffer alone? How do we feel about that? I'm gonna fix that right now, okay? Time to install Threads of the Web Spinner. I don't have it installed. Log in. Come on, internet. Today my internet has been acting out quite a bit, and we are going to Twitch extension, overlay loyalty, rewards. New handicap is 1,500. You're right. Done. It's impossible to find all of them without the mod or cheating, and we cannot cheat. Threads of the Web Spinner complete. I'm gonna add it to my mod list right away so I don't forget. Perma-death. Now my Perma-death mod list is even longer because of all the replacers. And that would be in Quest, I believe, yeah. I have to keep the mod list updated as I modify the mod list, otherwise it's impossible to remember what's happening. Okay, that's good. let's read what it says. Rationale with this mod in a nutshell. This is the core. Conflict with other mods. Strictly a dialogue mod. Okay. Does everything and it adds a journal and a few letters. That's good. Does everything. Plus it restores Mephala's skill in its original form. Prof, which one do you use normally? So everything as well. Well, we'll go with the full one. Hey, would you look at that? A jackpot just for you. Books and restored. Thank you. Alright. I am gonna trust for now that the mod is clean. And we'll finish rolling our second goal. A jackpot for justice. There are a couple where a rumor from the NPC is the only clue. A couple where there's... Yeah, I took everything. We'll see how it goes. Second goal. Poisoner. Okay. Based on our goals, I mean, we're looking for the sanguine items, and that's connected with the Morrowind tongue. We're all about collecting poisonous stuff. I think we need to be in the Morrowind tongue. An assassin makes sense, but we'll see. I think we already tried an assassin a long time ago, a Red Guard assassin. So I can close all of that. Thank you. We can disable the display and start Morrowind again. Assassin seems like a very, very obvious choice. We'll see what's available. A cross-border cheese smuggler. How is that connected with poison and assassin and Morrowind tongue? Is cheese in fact deadly? Let's skip that. Why would you be a Red Guard assassin? You mean previously? Because I felt assassin would be cool and I hadn't been a Red Guard. Essentially. Just that. Like, you know me, I don't pick characters. I don't build my characters for them to make sense with the game's mechanic. So that's how it was. We'll go with the custom beginning. Last time collecting spoiled potion was really easy. Yeah. Let's talk about collecting each specific spoiled potion. There are 9 different versions of the 4 potions. Okay, we'll try to do that. We need a name, but it's kind of hard. I wish we would name the character at the end. At least it's something that they got right in in Skyrim. You get your race, you pick your face and everything, and then your name. Right now, I don't know. Call him Zeriver the Death Lord. How about Zeriver the Blue? To go with the blue cheese, so Zeriver and you, Onion, will be together. And I would have to be a Domna. Probably a male character as well. If I kill Zeriver instantly, he's gonna be so annoyed with me. And with good reasons. Let's see if we can find a good face. No, male. Ew. Blue tats. Death the Death Lord for extra edginess. This one is not bad, and I like the tats. I think that's it. We've come for... Oh no, there's more. Ooh. Wow. let's not have a 12-year-old again. These are Wesley's faces from the modeling agency, and they are really just too cute. I'll go with that. And I would need some really cool nah. I mean, that's pretty edgy, I know. That's something so fancy. It would be the assassin, you know, before heading out to kill anyone, would spend... Hey, Onion, thank you for the extra 3 bits. Thanks a lot, but take care of that cough. Thank you. I mean, just keep on going. You'll see all of the bit alerts at this rate. Not this hair. Shall not pass. Star Chaser Prince. Hello. Welcome on in, everyone. We're being raided. And that's just as we're being raided, we're also fighting the 6th house. Like, we're really multitasking. Welcome on in, guys. We are actually starting a new character because I killed Hope, the Imperial agent. And no one in my stream warned me that this NPC was too deadly. Just Skink. Skink did warn me. So we have just rolled a new character. How did it go, Star Chaser Prince? You kept your Oblivion character alive, right? I mean, it looked like you could kill absolutely anything. So, with this character, we cannot use the trainers and we cannot use enchanted weapons. Like on-hit enchantments, we can't do that. Also, our tasks are to collect all the 27 sanguine items. That's going to be quite a while. Oh, lag. I'm not dropping frames, so probably not me at this point. And we're a poisoner. So we're thinking assassin. But an assassin that cannot use enchanted swords is a bit stupid. That's the Dark Brotherhood hand. Oh yeah, but we want to join the Morag Tongue, so we'd probably find it a little difficult. Really? Hopefully it will pass soon. That's it. I just wanted a new character. No, not even. Ugh. This one's cool. I like this one. Let's go with that. It went well. I did die by a cave-in, followed by 12 enemies all hitting you. Oh crap. It really looks like a revenge. And we could not kill the Ascended Sleeper. We need to practice, guys. We need to practice. The rocks trapped me and I couldn't move. I was moving way too fast. Alright, the class. Now, we do have a lot of new classes. They are all vanilla, but I just made them available. So, Acrobat. Agent. No, we were just now an agent. And we're a Domner. So, we're good with Short Blade. And we're not stupid with Destruction as well. Alchemist is one of the new classes. New classes, obviously. Necromancer. Hey, wait a second. As a necromancer, I would use conjuration, destruction, illusion, mysticism, enchant, blunt weapon and arm and alteration, sneak and acrobatics. Would a necromancer make a good assassin? Maybe not, because essentially I rely on my summons to fight for me. And they would be a little, you know, noisy, I guess. So Necromancer is not a good match for this character. Agent, we've just done that. Assassin, kind of like that. I could try to use Marksman as well. It's been... I think my very first character was using Marksman. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Nothing. Actually, that shows. No what? No what? Skink, tell me, talk to me. Barbarian Bard, Battle Mage, Champion, Commoner. Do you want me to play a commoner that decides to make a fortune by killing people? Hand-to-hand, unarmored, athletic, speechcraft, mercantile. Say, wow. Starting off as a commoner? Challenge. Dreamer is a class, but I still haven't installed the 6th house mod. I need to decide which 6th house mod I want. And it's gonna have to be... Don't be salty, Skink. There's no salt command on my stream. No salt. We're not salty. Even when I die. Yes, I need to get a good 6th house mod. Especially one that still gives me the... That's your second super jackpot in the same hour. Drill Master, Enchanter, Farmer, Healer, Hunter, Miner, Monk, Nightblade. Did we try to make a Nightblade? There's Short Blade, there's Destruction, there's a little bit of Marksman, a basic Rogue, Short Blade, Mercantile, Light Armor. There's no magic at all. I want a little bit of magic. I like spell swords. We've made too many spell swords. Okay, I am leaning towards, and you'll make the final decision for me if you'd like. No, about Necro making good assassin, lagging is delaying everything. No. I was saying, I hear you, Skink. I was saying that a necromancer would not make a good assassin. I'll wait a bit, I promise, before I make a decision. So, options are assassin. You had to put some salt there. You had to. Assassin is an option. Then, I mean, we could try. I think it's going to be particularly challenging, but we could try to play a commoner who's just tired of living a simple life and is willing to kill anyone to become, you know, rich and powerful. So, assassin, commoner. Nightblade is making a lot of sense. Nightblade is making a lot of sense. Assassin, commoner, Nightblade, rogue. These are the options. Let me know what you prefer. There. These are the 4 options. What do you think? While I get to sip my coffee. I didn't put a poll, so just put what you prefer in the chat. I could make a poll, but this is going to be faster, I think. I'll go with the, you know, whatever pops in the chat first. I do have my favorite, but anyone can do better than that. Than that one bit. I think money wins, right? Onion, thank you for the bit. That was magical. Commoner. This is gonna be... wow. Sometimes when you're getting really shitty handicaps, you're gonna play as a rogue shipmaster. You think that's what I'm gonna have to do? We're a commoner. We are fed up with our simple life. And I was thinking of Nightblade, actually. And what sign do we want? We will be an assassin. So Shadow is assassin E. Coffee Queen. Yes. Though I'm running low. I prefer the Master shadow sign. Shadow makes sense. Serpent is always so rubbish. Let's see if this one is better. 45 Magicka, weakness to frost. No. How could you pick one with blade and knight in the name? Being an assassin? Farmer. Sometime soon, but not just now. Reflect for 30 seconds. No, I don't like that. Thief. Extra luck. And I can poison someone if I hurt myself. I don't know. I can't do this sort of a SM spell. Doesn't work. Farmer. I think farmer is a combat class. Like, it's very weird. But you know, they were never really intended to be played as classes. Agility and strength. I like that. With a constructor that absorbs agility, speed, and burden. You know what? I like this one. For an assassin, you know, to immobilize your prey. That makes perfect sense to me. Let's go with that. I mean, it makes sense role-playing wise. Then we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the way it is, we start with balanced stats. We are gonna fight with a short blade, for sure. We are not wearing armor at all. Short blade, no armor. Short blade and a small shield. I would not allow myself to have the larger one, you know, the tower shields. Just feels stupid for an assassin. Unless it's a shield with a chameleon enchantment, so when you hide behind it, it sort of blurs in the landscape or something. Acrobatics, and we have no magic whatsoever. Destruction. We could use a little bit of light armor, and I think we will try to use bow and arrows at least for the first shot, so we can try to get a hit. It's like how slaves are heavy armor, and as a mate, yeah, exactly. But at least, as you said, Prof, there is a reason why they do that, so that they will equip the braces. Otherwise, it makes no sense. We're good with that, I think. Okay. Attribute editor. Do we want to change that a little bit? No, they were balanced, and seeing as we're a commoner, we're sort of not particularly strong, not particularly fast. However, I would tweak the skills a little bit. Oh no, let's not do it, because then the temptation to just, you know, to just min-max is really strong. Yes, I will. You have picked 0 to spell. I want to take a poison spell. Okay. And a light spell. I mean, light spell doesn't really make sense as an assassin, right? But it makes sense as in I can't see anything and I need to. And there's that. A blind spell. I'll go with that. Okay. Would you like to run the item editor? Yes. I'm a commoner. So we are wearing common female clothes. Like, it's not about, you know, getting rich. It's just about having something that makes sense for the character. Light Source, good morning. Welcome back. I hope you had a lovely night. Skink, I want a 4th class tree filled with crafting skills. That is going to happen. That is going to happen. I don't know how Merlot is doing with his skill mod. I know he had a working beta version, but I don't know that anyone picked it up to actually make a skill. I want a skill. I want a gardening skill. Really. Because I love happy harvesting. It's great. You can harvest everything. But I really miss the seeds that you could plant. I might actually try to mash the two. Okay, second item that we get. We get some ingredients. No, it doesn't make sense. Well, randomize the second one. We are not a vampire or a werewolf. Do I start with a companion? Yes. Randomize my companion. It's gonna be Alaric. It's gonna be Alaric. Oh, you're straight. Actually, it's not just you, Light Source. Other people were buffering as well. So it's probably on my end. Sadly, it's Sunday. Everybody is home. Everybody... No. That sucks. I hope it passes. I really hope it passes. I can just 300 media series, same. I can restart it and I can switch the internet. That might help. We'll finish creating the character. Not a member of a faction. No. Exploring, stepping onto the dock in Ebonheart, getting something to eat in Caldera. Sure. Hello, welcome. Welcome back, Skink. You are kind of second first. For the extra bit. It's like a trail of bits that you're leaving behind you. Hello, Prof. Blasted Twitch to fool me? What do you mean, Skink? And there we go, just like that we have our first three people. Anyway, how are you doing, guys? I hope your Saturday was good. I mean, we spent some time together, so it can't have been that bad, right? And as you can tell, my voice is a little bit better, so that's pretty good. I mean, it ought to be, considering how much tea I'm drinking these days, rather than some good old coffee, you know? Alright. So, today is... Thank you so much. Today is finally the day we are playing Morrowind Perma-death. It has been forever. I mean, last week I was too ill to stream. The week before my internet was not cooperating. So I hope it's working. Prof, you say you're doing pretty good. You just finished mowing the lawn about 30 minutes ago. Okay, so now you get some rest. Well-deserved rest indeed. Skink, you're saying you were on my channel, but Twitch kept showing me the test stream instead for this one. Okay. That's odd, but as long as you ended up in the right place at the right time, then it totally works, right? Prof, you said you had to finish before the stream. Thank you. Me, before the stream, I just had to make sure that Morrowind is working beautifully. I could not resist. I did. Hello, chicken. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I had to do a few changes. You might recognize already in Seidanin. I reinstalled, I hadn't had them in the longest time, but I reinstalled Vality's trees. Now, I know that people are sort of split on the topic of Vality's trees. I mean, as far as models and textures, they are probably not the most beautiful ones, but I just love how they make the Bitter Coast a very oppressive place. You know, it's dark, you have the tree cover everywhere. I really, really like it. So I've reinstalled it until we get tired of it, and then when we get tired of it, I'll put some other trees, maybe verts, maybe vanilla, maybe we're gonna have some new trees to try, I don't know. But for now, we're keeping it. There seemed to be something right about the ground textures. The ground textures, I haven't changed them. These are still Connery's textures with an extra little hermit crab from Abbott. So the ground textures I haven't changed. I don't think so. I mean, I could have, put too many textures and overwritten something, but you're saying that to you, Morrowind will always be one of the most immersive Elder Scrolls games. Agreed. I would agree with you. They're not watercolored. No, of course not, Skink. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed. Of course, you've been complaining so vigorously about the watercolored textures, which personally I quite like. They're just not very HD. Well done. Well done, Prof. You already have guessed the secret word. But I was quick. As you can tell, I was not very inspired, so I just put random. Because I was telling myself, must have a random word, something not too obvious. So much for that. So much for that. But yes, I do find Morrowind extremely immersive. I also think, I am biased, I also think that with mods, you can make it more immersive, or you can make it, completely to your taste, but not very immersive. And I think there's something also about reading the dialogue that makes it, I don't know, sink a little more. In Oblivion and Skyrim, I find myself not really listening to what people are saying. Like I'm kind of reading it quickly. I don't really listen. I don't really worry. I know we have quest markers. Okay. Yesterday in Oblivion, because I just followed the quest markers without thinking, we did see a guy getting eaten by rats. That was gross. So much for quest markers. But I don't know, in Morrowind you need to take your time, you need to think, you need to go, what on earth is happening? And that's an amazing feeling, I think. Prof, you're saying, I don't remember, are you using Starfire's NPCs? Yes, I am using Starfire's NPC for Perma-death, because I like MCA, I really do like MCA, but it can be a little bit of an eyesore. Like, it's not extremely immersive. Whereas Starfire's NPC, they use vanilla faces, vanilla clothing, vanilla armor. So I prefer it for Permadeath because we want to try and stay close to vanilla, even though we have HD textures and about 100 mods. And I don't mind. I actually like the fact that there's the occasional commoner attacking me. I think it's Static who put a fix on the Discord. I like the fact that there's a commoner and I go, friend or foe? Hey, foe! Nice, refreshing. So I don't think I'll use it because I like it. I like the random commoner attacking me, especially since it doesn't have bandits like MCA. So I think it works. Onion, you're saying that female Mirak is immersive? It really depends what she looks like. I mean, it really depends what she's wearing or the lack of things that she's wearing. But let's not go there. Bethesda voice acting generally suck. I mean, the moment they decided to go the voice acting way, you have, I mean, it's not realistic to have one person voice act a whole race. I think we can agree on that. But, I don't think they can do much better than that. Ark and Waif, welcome to the stream. That mod list is for Shaman, Oblivion and Skyrim, though the Skyrim list I haven't updated in a long time. We will do a fresh install of Skyrim at some point. At some very, very point. You're excited to see this playthrough? Well, I'm glad you are. We actually, last stream, I died, which is not so surprising, but that meant mostly that my character was dead for good, and we re-rolled a new character. I'll talk about this character in a little bit, because there's a lot of things happening. What are you saying, Prof? And their editing of voices, acting could be bad too. Wait, let me try that one again. Yes, but the moment they go with voice acting, like to have, sorry, I'm making noise with my ring. The moment you go with voice acting to have stellar voice actors, for every character, and thank you so much for the follow. I can wave, really appreciate it. I hope you have yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee. If you have coffee, or more to the point, if you have latte, cappuccino, don't tell me, I'll be jealous. I'm stuck with tea. I'll try to forget. I'll try to put my mind away and not think about that. Hey, there's a mud crab gif. And yeah, I like the dialogues. I really like the dialogues. And in Daggerfall, that I've started playing only recently, just a few weeks ago, I really don't mind the lack of voices. I don't think it's missing, really. But it could be because I'm a, let's face it, an older player. That could be it, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Prof, you're saying, I was watching the start of the Drunken Mud Crab New Oblivion play, and when the red guard started talking, I thought, hey, that's the voice of the guy on the deck on the boat of Seidonin. Yes, they did keep the same guys, didn't they? For some reason, some of the guards in my Skyrim game are naked and headless. What did you do, Onion? I think you modded your game just a tad too much. That's it. Those 40 gigs of armor. At some point they were bound to break something. Nothing that you know of. Well, as you say, it sounds very, very unsettling. Okay, let me tell you about this guy. And in fact, I did update the perma command. So this guy that we rolled the last time, just before finishing the stream, he cannot use the trainers, which is not a huge handicap, I guess. We do use them occasionally. We'll try to survive. Cannot use the trainers, and cannot use enchanted weapons, particularly weapons that have an on-hit enchantment. So if it's a staff where, you know, it gives you the spell and you can cast the spell as long as you're holding the staff, fair enough. But the damaging blade that paralyzes, it's a nice little blade to have. No can do. However, if we wanted the what is it called? The Demon Tento. This one has an enchantment, but it's not an on-hit enchantment. So this one is okay. Even then, that's the first time we have this handicap. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to, you know, to work out. As for the goals, we have to collect the sanguine items. I did install threads of the web spinner. So hopefully we have that. I've never played the quest, so looking forward to that. So we will be able to do that quest with journal entries, no quest markers, but journal entries. That's pretty good. And the second goal we have is Poisoner, which means we need to collect each individual spoiled potions. We can't have the same one. I think there's 9 of them. Prof, you did do the research for us last time. So 9 different spoiled potions. Poison goop. There was something else for poison. Poison goop. I'm sure there was something else. It will come back. It will come back to mine. The race and the class, that is also a first time. We are playing a dark elf, but we are a commoner. And this is the vanilla class. It's just that in vanilla Morrowind you have all kinds of classes that are not available to you. I just really went in a construction set and ticked the box that says available to player. That's it. That's all I did, which is why the description is nothing, because Bethesda didn't bother putting a description for a class that you would never see in the tooltip like that. But we're a commoner, and because we have to be a poisoner, because we have to essentially do the Morakton quests, we are a commoner who is willing to kill his way out of poverty. He's fed up, you know, picking up salt rice in the field. He's fed up mining eggs in the Kwama egg mines. All these ways of making a living. Enough. It's hard. It doesn't pay. It's not a fun life. So that's it. He decided to make money whatever way he can. The idea is to stay alive long enough to do that. I am so going to protect this guy. So going to protect this guy. Prof, you're saying you ran into the same problem with a Morrowind castle mod you were testing. The guards in the castle were nude and headless. I would doubt that that's the same thing happening, but that's really odd though. I mean, in Morrowind, I could have a look and try to guess where that came from. They don't walk either. They sort of glide across the floor. Oh, what did you do to your Skyrim game? What did you do? Oh, the T shape. That's the one we have for the creatures. It's like their basic shape without the animation. It's not a finished problem. Good, because that can get quite tricky the moment you start messing with the animation. 3 cure disease, 2 cure poison, 2 swift swim, and 2 slow fall. These are the poison ones that we need. That's a lot of them. 9, no, that's 9 of them. Okay. Alright. So this is where we're at. What did I do? You know, when we start to the captain, we can choose a profession, and there's a profession for every single vanilla class, which is great. However, ours is vanilla, but it's not one that is normally playable. The box that I ticked was playable. That's the one. So I picked assassin because that's what we want to be, meaning that our character is looking quite good because, I mean, quite good. In terms of role-playing, it's sort of a coherent character. We picked the serpent warrior that gives us the constrictor attack. Really good for an assassin, I feel. I mean, serpent, poison, that's in the theme. And then paralyzing your enemies, spinning them down before you kill them, I think makes perfect sense. And then the powers we got. Oh, did I take assassin or thief? Anyway, I picked the spell poison and paralysis to begin with. Not that I'm particularly good at casting them. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The stats turned out balanced. Not amazing, but balanced. We'll see where that takes us. Wait, Onion. You just killed Grelot. That's the woman at the orphanage, right? That's fine. That's fine. I need to kill Dark Brotherhood to get the Stone of Barensia. You need to... No. You need to kill to get into the Dark Brotherhood to get the stone, right? You don't want to kill the Dark Brotherhood. Skink, you're saying you had a problem like that when you use MCA add-on without the needed mod. Well, that would make sense because MCA relies on better heads and a couple of armor mods. So if you don't have that, indeed your NPCs will be headless, which is not great. let's just put it that way. Onion, you're saying the only thing I can think of is maybe I uninstalled some mod. It looks like it's missing the models. Clearly it's missing the models, but the fact that they're not moving also means problem with animation, so that's... You dare uninstall mods during play in Skyrim. Onion dares everything with Skyrim. Absolutely everything, even the unthinkable. Alright, shall we get started with that? Hey, Null, yes, I did install the last one that you put on the Discord. And I don't know if you've updated it since then, but I knew that the mod, by the way, guys, the mod we're testing is UI expansion. This is still a work in progress. You haven't released it? No, I haven't seen it released. But it's absolutely lovely. Null R0. And then the whole modding community saying, when is the mod going to be ready? That's the contribution. And it works beautifully so far. I haven't, we're just getting started, so I haven't started or tested extensively. But here we can select the spells by schools. I don't have a lot, I'm just getting started. Or you can even type the spell. Nice. And the inventory, I absolutely adore that, especially the fact that we have now a filter for the tools and the soul gems. That's brilliant. loving it. And when I played on Friday with the older version, I did not realize that there was a tooltip for the attributes as well. I mean, I don't have anything that gives me gear that gives me extra points, but it's just amazing. The extra attributes I get for my birth sign are there. If you equip Mentor's Ring, for example, which we should try to get, it will be there. If you're diseased, it also tells you where the points that you're losing come from. So especially later on when you're level 20 and you have a whole line of effects because you've been doing a lot of things in the game, and you go, I'm missing strength, what's happening? And you're going through all of them to find what's happening. Now you don't have to. Just go there and it tells you what's happening with your attributes. Loving it, loving it. And I'm testing it with a whole bunch of mods, obviously, so, you know, test of fire. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Onion, you're saying they walk around and act like godlike. What do they say? They say, halt! I have come to hate hearing halt. And there's like 25 guards that come towards me and go, halt, 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 in dagger form. I would kill for a stealth indicator in Daggerfall, but that's off topic. Skink, you're saying the NPC had heads alright, but they turned Satan into a nudist colony. Okay, I mean, why not? Depending on the weather. I mean, I can't, in my mind, especially with Vality's trees, there's lots of mosquitoes and the like. Naked, I just wouldn't risk it. One of them tried to arrest you. That's very godlike. Very godlike indeed. The companion, the random companion that we got, is not our usual friend. What's his name? Alaric? Is it Alaric? How can I forget the name of the companion that I fed on as a vampire and I sacrificed many times? Instead we have Deckard, and Deckard... let's talk Deckard. Deckard specializes in illusion and restoration, which is why... Hey, hooray for you, hooray for me as well. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You're not here, but still, thank you. And hydrating. Allow me to try, because the tea is pretty hot. Kane, that wasn't Kane. There's something unsettling about headless guards arresting you. Yes. I don't know what's wrong with me in Oblivion. Guards just find me for I don't know what. I have no idea why they always find me. Again, that's a problem for next week. So, healing, how does that work? Heal yourself. Heal me, cure your disease, cure my disease. Oh, that's lovely. We have to keep him alive. We really, really have to keep him alive. I've already given him the extra Frostwind book. Okay, I'm willing to share. That's it. It's the most I can do right now. We do have a little bit of money. Maybe Ariel has a few more potions. And this one is a Starfire's NPC. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Hello, Ariel. I would like a few potions. Now, I wish Ariel had the same... Null, if you're still around, here's a suggestion. How about filters for the trading window as well? If you weren't working on that already. Honestly, I feel quite ashamed of how demanding I've become. It's just, it seems to me that there is no limit to what can be done with the mods now, so I just keep on saying, hey, how about that, and that, and that. And Ariel has no potions. However, I could get a scroll of intervention since this character is allowed to use them. It's been forever since I've been allowed to use potions and intervention freely. Reasonably freely. We still have, thanks to you, Null, obviously. We love you, hate you. Vanilla NPC style. Is that what I have? Disable it. I thought I had set it up to Oblivion style. And we're gonna leave it at Oblivion style for now. So we can't drink as much as we want. But at least with Oblivion I should be able to drink a bottle of water and drink another potion as well. You plan on making the barter menu the same? Brilliant. You've been distracting working on the new map. Excuses. Also, a button on the barter menu that filters the player's inventory to only show the items the merchant will buy. Above and beyond any expectations we could have. And they're already pretty high. Brilliant. Looking forward to trying out the new versions. I have talked to Riskar to get the Frostwind books, and by the way, part of Frostwind I now have my survival skill. For now it doesn't do much, it's just how good I am at chopping wood. And you know what, I feel that as a commoner I probably should be better at chopping wood, but never mind. One thing is for sure, this guy is not gonna make an honest living chopping wood, picking up crops, or hunting animals. That's for losers, so he has decided. Skill wise, oh yes, I wanted to have a look at what we have. These are the skills for a commoner. Interestingly enough, the commoner in vanilla is a stealth class, mostly because I don't think they just didn't want to give them too many, fighting skills, so it couldn't be combat, and obviously not magic either. So right now it seems that it is best for us to... We don't even have light armor, but yeah, mine is not too stupid, so we're gonna try to wear a mixture of light armor and clothing, and that way we can have a bit of variety in what we wear, so I quite like that. Hand to hand, I don't want to have hand to hand again, not until I become a vampire, I guess, because then we know it's good to grab the prey and suck them dry. True story. In the game. Speechcraft, we're really good at talking and trading. Sure, athletics and armored, it's kind of nice, but nothing really active, useful, help you survive. Security is good. Sneak is decent for a start. Short blade. Okay, and right now I have an amazing iron dagger, and that's probably the best I can have. From memory, to be allowed to use the demon tento. I love the demon tento. It's cheap, and you can actually have a Daedric dagger. I mean, you can conjure a Daedric dagger, but my short blade skill needs to be 45 if I remember. We'll check when we go to Balmora. So it's gonna be a little while. We're gonna have to practice good. Okay, you want me to recover some gold. Let's be honest, we are a Domner, and we are a rather poor Domner. I don't think we really like the Empire. They come here, they take our resources, they pay us ridiculous amount of money for it, as in ridiculously low. So Fargoth's hiding place, no. Not even to take the money and not share it. That's a no. I mean, Fargoth is an Outlander as well, but he's not an Imperial soldier, so that's a bit better. Skink, you're saying Morrowind really needs a 4th crafting skill tree. That would be really lovely. I mean, there's already a new graphic herbalism mod in the works. We have survival. I'm sure that they're going to happen. We have alchemy that is now double useful. We can make poison. Oh, what is my alchemy? Something abysmal, I guess. Alchemy 5. Oh, that's truly abysmal. So either we somehow get better with alchemy by eating food. There we go. or we get so rich that we can afford to buy the poisons from alchemists. Allow me to join you to fight the sixth house. Who knows? Who knows? We just might survive if we get enough people. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't think it's worth grinding alchemy. It already takes such a long time. You made a crafting framework. Just need someone to put in the recipe. Corsair is working on something as well. Has support for Merlot's skill module. Love it. Love it when everything comes together. We'll be patient. We'll be patient. Alright. We have food, we have water, we have the best equipment we can afford at this time. Also, mysticism, definitely gonna have to try and improve that. Unless we rely on scrolls for intervention, since we have pursuit not enhanced, rebalanced, revisited. I forgot the latest mod that makes people follow you through doors if they're close enough, smart enough. That also drastically limits the number of times you can use the intervention spells. Right now, I think I'm just not allowed to use intervention at all. So I'm thinking that I can probably just get by with scrolls because I won't be allowed to cast a spell as often anyway. Poison, I'm not too, for a starting spell it's pretty good. So it might be worth working on my destruction. Because anyway, as a commoner, I have 0 magical skills. I mean, technically unarmored is part of the magic skill tree, but it's not really magic, is it? Or like, look, I have no armor, you hit me and I don't die. That's magic for you.